My name is Heidi Grosowsky. I would like to thank Spike for inviting me to speak. I help companies innovate and grow through creative services management through product design and product development. I grew up in an artistic family in a house surrounded with art and art materials, fabric, and fiber. I studied visual arts and finally got a degree in fashion design when I settled on one medium to go into. I literally fell into my first paying job designing costumes for toy horses like I did when I was 9. I got to travel to Hong Kong and the remote areas of China, and I became hooked on the toy business. I got recruited to go work at Fisher-Price, where I started in the soft goods department, endless iterations of something called puffalumps. Ponies, babies, jungle animals, you name it. We designed them. And then I graduated into the plastics area and learned all about injection molding, plastics, technical drawings. This was a dollhouse line that I worked on with over 900 moving parts, and we developed it in less than a year. I then went to work back in Chicago, but for a toy company here in Cleveland called Cap Toys, doing novelty items and sporting good type toys, where I worked with local inventors and designers. I then moved from toys into the craft industry, where I designed an alternative craft version of the American Girl doll. This combined sewing and injection molding. Also at Fibercraft, we did a lot of corporate rebranding, packaging, and we held creative kids days to improve the user experience of the products at Fibercraft. A typical product might be to come up with a $10 version of a $20 item. We had to consider new packaging, efficiencies to get the cost out. This was a $1 million program and was produced in less than 2 months. I then went to work for a crazy group of toy inventors in Chicago. That was a fun gig. I ran their development business and worked really hard to make the business profitable and increase their profits by over 30%. One of our customers, I helped them co-invent a sign hanging system that uses the drop ceilings in the big box stores so that employees don't have to change signs, get them on a ladder. About 5 years ago, I was brought here to the Cleveland area to work at Doris, which is the parent company of the Pat Catan stores. It's a $150 million company. I built a design department. We had between 60 and 100 active projects at any given time. We worked on over 1,000 items, designing and developing crafts and toys. We worked to gain distribution outside the craft aisle and developed a toy line that was introduced at Toy Fair. Again, hundreds of pieces and parts. We took the plain pom-poms and wiggle eyes, blew up the scale, and came up with the new proprietary toy line called Pom Pals. That was a fun one to work on. Giant wiggle eyes, giant pom-poms. The kids loved it. This was an example of changing up the packaging for an existing product line where we were able to get greater eye appeal, raise the price point. This one, we called them party platters on the right. This became a staple category with over 20 SKUs. So what I really like to do is carve a path for a company to grow through creative management. I'm looking here in the Cleveland area for a small to mid-sized growing local company that's being challenged to innovate while keeping up with the day-to-day demands of business, where I can bring value by providing leadership and experience, by improving the process, the product, and the talent to grow sales and profits, and enhance the work-life experience that we all go through every day in our work lives.